Hey, Coca-Cola. I like to move it, move it. Greetings and welcome back to another Coca-licious episode of the Vodkast. I'm your host as always, Jason Oliveira, and with us today is finally we have found it. The Coke Move, the transformation flavor, supposedly tasting like coconut. I'm super excited about this because I have been looking for it for weeks, and I say we make this historic Coke. You and I, the first sponsorship for the Vodkast. What do you say? But first, I got to give Coke Move a try and see if it's worth the sponsorship, because this is quality stuff over here. Coke, you know, I've heard of them before, but the Vodkast, that's where it's at. I have always preferred Coke over Pepsi. There it is. I said it. I've come out and said it. I'll never be sponsored by Pepsi, but I'm okay with that. It smells like Coke. It smells like a vanilla Coke almost. I think it's the carbonation, because I love the flavor of Coke. Yes, I do love the flavor of Coke more than I love the flavor of Pepsi, but I love the carbonation in Coke. It's a softer carbonation. There's more bubbles and they're smaller, it feels like. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. However, when I drink a Pepsi, it's like a large carbonation. It's sharper and it's popping off in my mouth. This is a little bit more subtle. I've always liked Coke better. So let's give Coke Move a whirl and see if it makes us move it, move it. It's a very subtle flavor. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's an aftertaste. There's an aftertaste of coconut right there. Let me give it another whirl. Yeah, it's a good time. In a lot of ways, it reminds me of vanilla Coke, which is probably my favorite of the Cokes. I love cherry Coke, too. But all of them, I like the softness of a vanilla Coke, and it's got that there with the taste of a coconut. I'm feeling a little transformed inside today after drinking it. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we'll find out as the day progresses, I suppose. Now, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I don't drink a lot of soda. The only time I really drink soda is when I'm on the show to give you guys a score for what I think it is and try to save you a calorie or two or a buck or two. So let's score this. On the Coke scale, I would say I'm going to give it an 8.5. I think it's really terrific and phenomenal. If you're into drinking soda, you should definitely give it a whirl. If you love Coke, you love vanilla Coke, then you should definitely like this. If you like the subtle taste of coconut mixed with Coke, which you probably don't know what it tastes like unless you've tried Coke Move, then you should definitely go out and try this. So if you're at Walmart, you see it in the little cooler. I know they're doing 10 packs of the mini cans too. I was going to get that, but I thought, you know what? The bottle just makes more sense. I like the way it tastes out of a bottle. If we could get it on tap, that would be my first choice. But unfortunately, that's not something I could run to my local, McDonald's or Burger King and get. I also considered trying the no sugar version of it, but we've talked about this before briefly on the show where it's great. It's awesome that it's 0 calories. Unfortunately, there's still something not perfected about that art. I mean, some people get it right. Coke has done a pretty good job. Dr. Pepper's done a phenomenal job. However, it's still not quite there yet. And to me, I'd rather just have high fructose corn syrup if I'm going to have it, which I usually do not have. Next week is a little bit of a blur for me. Next week is my birthday on Tuesday. Thank you. Shut up. But at some point, we are going to find time to do the Tony's... oh, God. I got to pronounce this again. This is so tough. Tony's Chocolonely. Poor Tony is lonely, but he's not so lonely with my money, laughing all the way to the bank. Anywho, Tony's Chocolonely, there is no slavery involved in making this chocolate. I was completely unaware until I saw this on the packaging yesterday, and my friend Jess shared with me some information I had no idea about. That one way or another, most chocolates, probably most products that you purchase in your home, at some point have gone through child labor or slave labor, and I really try not to support that. So when I can support a company that's doing something good for the planet, I'm going to do it. And if you love goodness and light, like I love goodness and light, then you should consider liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, and hit that little bell icon. It'll let you know every time I put out a new video. Don't forget to make somebody smile tomorrow. Make yourself a better person tomorrow than you were today tomorrow. Let's make the world spin a little bit happier together. Let's sing and dance in the sun and in the rain as one, my brothers and sisters. Live life to the fullest and love every moment of it, because you just never know when that moment's going to come for you. However, never live in fear of that moment. Always live in love and never let your inner child die. Take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and take care of those around you who can't take care of themselves, for they are the ones that need it the most. I'm Jason Oliveira, and this is the Vodkast. I'll catch you guys a little bit further on down the road. Take care, everybody.